And good afternoon, everyone. I'm James Brown. Well, the undefeated San Francisco 49ers are coming off of the first bye weekend of the 1990 season, and they spent the better part of last week preparing for this potentially explosive Houston run-and-shoot offense. My partner this year is ex-49er Randy Cross. And Randy, while Houston's offense is still being fine-tuned, over the past couple of weeks has looked pretty impressive.
And they haven't impressed anybody more than they've impressed Joe Montana from the 49ers. He says, I've got to get my ball control offense passing and running the game and get it on the field and keep Warren Moon and his offense off the field. If the Oilers really have a chance to win this game, they've got to do two things. They've got to run the ball to complement their passing game, and they can have none or very, very few turnovers.
All right, the Houston Oilers have won the coin toss and will receive as you take a look at Mike Kofer. Warren Moon, very impressive quarterback on a record-setting pace this year for the Houston Oilers. And the offensive front, a big one indeed. Don Maggs, Mike Munchak, Jay Pennison, and Bruce Matthews, David Williams. Dean Steinkuhler will not start today. Backs in the receivers, Lorenzo White. And the four wide receivers, Drew Hill, Hayward Jeffries, Ernest Givens, and Curtis Duncan. That run-and-shoot offense. Pierce Holt at left end, the other end, Kevin Fagan in the middle. Michael Carter getting his first start of the 90 season. Linebacking core, Haley, Millen, Keith DeLong in place for Fonhorst, and Bill Romanowski on the right outside linebacking spot. Secondary, Darryl Pollard and Don Griffin the corners. Ronnie Lott and Chet Brooks, the safeties. Moon to his right. Complete to Duncan for the first down, +7.
And here's Duncan against Dave Waymer, number 43 from the 49ers. And what really concerns the Houston Oilers is the many looks that San Francisco 49ers give an offense. And in the run and shoot, these receivers have to make their decisions. And Duncan cut his route off earlier there, and Moon hit him right on the numbers. He headed up the field.
And 10, ball at the 49 of San Francisco. Moon hands off to Lorenzo White. Hit and stopped initially by Chet Brooks. Pickup of about 4 on the play will bring up a 2nd and 6. Ball at the 45 of San Francisco. Moon going up top, complete for the first down to Hayward Jeffries. And Jeffries got a lift and a carry out of bounds by Eric Davis.
One thing about this run-and-shoot offense, the receiver and the quarterback know where the route's going to stop. The defensive back is kept guessing. And Davis, as far as he was concerned, Jeffries going to keep coming up the field. Jeffries,
the 35 of the 49ers. Moon to Givens, complete for the Oilers. Opening drive for Houston. Givens in motion. Moon with the long count, the handoff to White, and White up near the first down marker. It'll be close.
Well, the Niners were up showing blitz, and the Oilers do an effective job at sort of mushing everything. And Lorenzo White comes up behind his line, who's getting movement on the 49ers. It wasn't very pretty. It wasn't like you draw it up in a playbook.
But with 2 yards of carry coming into today's game. 1st and 10 at the 24. Moon. Complete to Drew Hill. Near the first down marker. 3rd and 9. A lot of time on this drive, 4.5 minutes plus. Moon decides to run it. And he slides in for the first down.
He's going to come out this way. Watch the hole open up in the defense. He sees it, and as soon as he gets that back there and he knows they're in the zones and they're covering everybody, he's just going to start running. And this is a weapon Warren Moon featured in his game up in Canada with the Edmonton Eskimos for years, and when he first came to the Oilers. Now he's a little bit more judicious about when he runs.
And indeed, that's exactly what they were reviewing. Warren Moon got the necessary yards with the slide.
Now here, watch the replay. It's where he initially goes down.
The knee there, that right knee.
Right, the knee hit on the 14-yard line, and that's where it was marked.
13th play of the drive coming up here. 3rd and 6 from the 10. Complete. Down to the 1-yard line, Curtis Duncan.
Extremely poised, not guess, not try to wonder what they're going to do. Right now, the 49ers, and you see Darryl Pollard, 26, seem to be guessing on the receiver there that he was going to be breaking inside.
From the 1. Moon, quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Houston. 49ers 7-0. And a happy bunch indeed. 14 plays, 65 yards, 7 minutes and 28 seconds, embellishing the point that you said Sean Jones made. And Joe Montana, although having faced Houston only 3 times, those are 3-game stats, ladies and gentlemen. 70% completion rate, 7 touchdowns. The offensive front, Bubba Paris, Guy McIntyre, Jesse Sapolu, Harris Barton, Steve Wallace, and Brent Jones. Backs and receivers, Roger Craig and Tom Rathman. The wide receivers, Jerry Rice and John Taylor, back from a bruised lower back. And the defense that Montana will be operating against today, the ends, William Fuller and Sean Jones. The tackles, Ray Childress and Doug Smith. Linebacking core, John Grimsley gets a start, Al Smith, the middle linebacker, and Johnny Meads, the right linebacker. The secondary, Chris Dishman, not a quiet one, along with Richard Johnson, and the safeties, Bubba McDowell and ex-New York Giant Terry Kennard. Montana, pressure. Complete to Jones for the first down. There is a flag on the play as Montana found Brent Jones up near the 40-yard line.
What they're going to do is call Jones for pushing off.
Offensive pass interference, number 84, 10 yards, repeat third down.
Off the defender right about there is what they thought they saw when he pushed off. Maybe it happened further down the field.
And 16.
That's my point.
Montana going up top. Is it intercepted? It is indeed. Intended receiver was Jerry Rice, and Richard Johnson comes up with his second interception of the year.
What happened there? That was a timing pattern. Joe Montana was hurried. We can see it. Jerry Rice will be stumbling. See him trip and fall right there? That ruined things for Jerry Rice. He fell. The ball was thrown behind him, and Johnson was right there.
Net effect, Houston with a golden opportunity.
Houston, they can't get greedy. They can't get overexcited. Stay with your game plan and move the ball effectively.
1st and 10 from the 30 of the Niners. Moon going up top for the home run. Touchdown, Houston. Drew Hill. Second receiving touchdown of the year.
Well, they say offensive linemen are conservative by nature. I say be conservative, stay with your game plan. They go deep. No one covers Drew Hill. Ronnie Lott doesn't cover him. Griffin, number 29, doesn't get on him. Great call by the Houston coaches.
From its own 31, San Francisco. Montana flushed out. Throws it complete to Jerry Rice. Montana, 1st and 10 from his own 43. Play action. Montana looking for Rice again. And there's flags everywhere. Look to be pass interference. And Rice, frustrated, pushes one of the Houston cornerbacks down.
At the very end of the play, you'll see him all over Rice. The left hand, he is draped all over Rice. Now there's the flag. A pass to Roger Craig.
Has the ultimate respect for Walter Payton. Hero indeed. 3rd and 7 from the 33 of Houston. Craig and Rathman the backs. Rice in motion. Montana dropped by Ray Childress.
And a key matchup is Barton, 79, against Childress, but he's not on Barton. He's over Sapolo, 61, and he beats Sapolo very, very quickly. Childress is a legitimate all-pro defensive lineman who, now that they're in the 4-3, is having a great year as a defense. Catch it. They're going to hit you anyway.
You think he'll learn better? 3rd and 6. Moon trying to pull them offside. Throws it to White. There's a flag on the play as Lorenzo White gets it up near the 15-yard line. He wants to have the play clock reset back to 25 seconds. George Seifert, head coach of the 49ers.
Well, George Seifert said he wasn't very concerned about having the off week and being an emotional letdown for his team. He says, we're used to it with the playoffs for the Super Bowl. We usually get a week off.
3rd and 7 for the Oilers. Ball at their own 18. Moon out of the shotgun. Goes up top. Incomplete, just beyond the outstretched hands of Leonard Harris. And Harris, with daylight ahead of him. Taylor back to receive for the 49ers. Surprised because he was not expected to return punts.
They weren't expected to be down 14-0 either.
Point well made. Taylor from the 42. Dropped at the 42. Give the credit to Leander Knight, a 40-yard punt. Nothing on the return. Zone 48. Craig. And Roger Craig running hard. Second and 4. To Craig. And Craig for the first down. And with that reception, now moves past Walter Payton as the all-time career receiving leader, 4 back from the 41 of Houston. Craig. First down to the 28-yard line. So Roger Craig starting to uncork.
Holes, and the rest of the run you're going to see is going to be Roger Craig in that typical high blocking. There goes Sapolo back, McIntyre around. Look at the hole in the defense. You better get your head up when you tackle Roger Craig, or you're going to catch a knee right in the forehead and take a little nap for a while.
3 carries for 22 yards as Roger Craig heads over to the sideline. Incomplete. Out of bounds as Jerry Rice catches it, but out of bounds.
First foot down, but let's watch the second foot after the reception. One, he's got the ball. Does he get the second?
Ooh.
Easily. If they review this, that is a catch.
And the officials agree. So San Francisco with a 15-yard pass play, first down, ball inside the 10. Mark. Carter spins ahead for about 2. Roger
Easy once he gets dinged.
Second and goal. Montana with time. Jerry Rice, touchdown, San Francisco. Well, you can't rest on your laurels when you're playing the 49ers.
Does better, has ever done better. Watch how coolly he will stand back here. Him, nah. I'll throw it to this guy over here. Quarterbacks get nervous. Quarterbacks get jittery. Not Joe Montana. He hangs.
And with just over 9 minutes remaining in the first half, 49ers trailing the Houston Oilers 14-7. Warren Moon, 1 touchdown throwing and rushing. Joe Montana just found Jerry Rice with a 6-yard strike from the 25. 4 wideouts in for the Oilers. Moon out of the shotgun. Complete to Bernard Ford for the first down up near the 40. Alan Pinkett still in the backfield. And 3rd and 9. Moon has to run and dives head first, but shy of the first down by about a yard. First and 10 for San Francisco from its own 20. Complete to Taylor. And Taylor with the 5-yard pass reception will bring up a 2nd and 5. 3rd and 4 from the 26. First down for the 49ers as Roger Craig make that Joe Montana finds Jerry Rice.
He and Jesse Sapolo watching the middle of the screen. 79 is Childress. Barton puts a little arm on him. Sapolo throws him down. The officials don't see it. And Rice makes this. He's kind of tripped up on the AstroTurf. He's complaining. See, he got his neck twisted around a little bit, and he's left the game for a little short breather.
He now is in 2nd place. The receiving yards list for the 49ers. Complete to Taylor. And is it a live ball? No, the official is pointing to the ground. It's a dead ball. Dead ball as the official is pointing to the ground.
Johnson is here, but watch how fast he fills once he sees this pass coming. Makes a very effective tackle. Stops the forward progress. What is called, he's not being called down. He's being called that his forward progress had been stopped. The referee blew the play dead, and that's why you saw him pointing at the ground. That's the sideline for us to run.
Now 2nd and 17. They need to get to the 45 of Houston for a first down. Complete to Mike Wilson. And they're going to be shy. 3rd and 5 from midfield. Montana gets rid of it under pressure. Rice catches it, but out of bounds.
Line stand.
Heaven helps
but
if he gets
this is
in
over
there.
a catch. And Jerry Rice catches the ball. No, that second foot does not get in. The first foot he dragged, but the second foot does not get down. Not like the last one he did on the sideline. The ball will get there. One won't do it. This isn't Mississippi Valley State where Jerry came from. He had 2 down just as the ball was arriving, but you must have control. So look, does he have control here? If he's got control, they got an angle where they can show control at that point where the ball hits his hands. That's a catch.
Replay, the call stands, incomplete pass, 4th down.
And Warren Moon. Oilers 1st and 10 from their own 20. Moon rolling right. Takes it himself. And smartly this time runs out of bounds. Brings up 2nd and 2. Ball at the Oilers 28. 2:03 remaining in the first half. Pinkett. And Pinkett looks to have the first down. You need more of a pad than 7 points against the 49ers. 2nd and 10. Complete to Gibbons. And Gibbons, good, squeaky kind of a move. And the second effort gets the first down. And Mr. Gibbons has given them a first down. 1st and 10 from the 41. Another first down to Mr. Gibbons.
And what the 49ers are doing right now, they seem to be almost in a prevent defense.
Going up, AJ, going up.
Moon loses the ball, recovered by Houston. So Moon under pressure.
Now watch him feel the pressure and then try to make this spin move and a pump fake at the same time. Whoop, here I go, and there goes the ball. Luckily for Houston, Pickett was right there on his blitz pickup looking for a linebacker and happened to fall on the ball.
Flags on a play as Moon appeared to have drawn him off sides. Intercepted at Dave Waymer. But there are flags on the play as Waymer loses the ball temporarily but recovers it.
Defense, offside, 5 yards, still 3rd down.
50 seconds remaining. Moon. Well, the players leave the field as the clock continues to wind down. As Jack Pardee saw his team start strong. So that's the end of the first half with the score. Oilers 14, 49ers 7. Back here at halftime at the Astrodome, the Houston Oilers lead the San Francisco 49ers 14-7. And Randy, the first 2 possessions by the Oilers, quick strike capability on one of those. They go up 14-0. Again, impressive how the 49ers adjusted.
Exactly, and it's one of the things both these offenses have to do is they have to keep being challenged. They have to adjust to what the defenses are doing. It's very key for Houston to really have resiliency, to bounce back, to stay flexible, because San Francisco's used to being in games like this. They'll hang, they'll do something, they'll win it at the end. Houston has to be poised as the team in front. They have to stay with their game plan. So far, surprisingly, it started out big offense early. Only 260 total yards between these 2 teams. The defenses have taken control into the second quarter of this game.
Well, you talk statistics. They started off definitely in favor of Houston in the first quarter, but San Francisco came back strong. Not big rushing yards on either side of the ledger. Passing yards favoring Houston. Total yards, you see, again in favor of Houston, but the time of possession, San Francisco went from 4 minutes time of possession in the first quarter to 14 by the end of the first half.
And probably the biggest play of the second half, after a Richard Johnson interception, watch Hill, number 85, come out of the slot. The Niners seem to drop a coverage because Hill runs right up the stripes there, and no one helps. Griffin doesn't come from the outside, Lott doesn't come from the inside, and Drew Hill has an easy touchdown reception. At that point, the Oilers were up 14-0.
And again, that gives you some idea of the quick strike capability of the Houston Oilers. And of course, we all know how quick strike the 49ers are.
That's not a conventional pocket. The pocket's behind Montana. He has the poise and the presence to stay there till somebody gets open. And Jerry Rice, along the same lines, works with Joe beautifully, hangs in there, works across the field, gets in front of his quarterback, and gets his touchdown.
Looking at it from the Houston Oilers side of the ledger, what's important for them to do and execute in this the second half?
The key for them, don't do anything different. You might want to adjust your offense a little bit, tinker a little bit. Don't have drop passes. Critical, do not have a turnover at this point. Turnovers by Houston to San Francisco could blow this game wide open. If you're Houston, you want to keep doing what you're doing, which has kept you in a 7-point touchdown lead.
You've been there before, and I'm reminded of what Dexter Carter, the rookie, said at halftime. The guys aren't down no matter what the score is. And at halftime, The San Francisco 49ers find themselves trailing, but just by a touchdown.
Have come back to win. They're used to coming back on the road.
Play action. Montana going up top to John Taylor. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 78-yard pass play from Montana to Taylor. And Chris Dishman, the man beaten, at the game at 14. Third quarter action, 10:04 remaining. Deadlocked at 14 apiece. John Taylor, not the running shoot, just run and score. 2 plays, 78 yards,
Touchdown pass. You know what this is? This is a case of John Taylor making Chris Dishman look a little bad because Dishman gets out of position, and now you're giving John Taylor a field to run to. Watch the ball almost come out. It was almost a fumble right there. Look at that. And that, like I mentioned earlier, are those new elbow pads. They're a little bit slick. They're a little slippery. He's not concentrating. Look at that. He almost dropped it. I remember years ago in a wild card playoff game playing the Giants, Jerry Rice dropped one almost identical to that.
On the 30, 1st and 10 for the Oilers. White. Across the 35. The 40. First down by 2 yards. Lorenzo White.
Houston is being patient, and they're staying with what they intended to do at the beginning of the day, and that's run the ball. Good job by the offensive line of the Houston Oilers, staying on their guys. White just gets into the backfield and continues the running attack of the Oilers.
From the 43 on first down. Moon. Incomplete. Nearly intercepted by Ronnie Lott. The intended receiver was Hayward Jeffries to Walker's arrival. 2nd and 10. White, the lone back. No flags on the play. Moon to Drew Hill, complete for the first down.
Talked about on that last play that looked like Ronnie Lott was filling up to make a hit. It's a good pass by Warren Moon. Nice catch by Drew Hill, and he knows Ronnie Lott is coming. And watch him come right over the top of Drew Hill. Drew Hill's a veteran. He's smart. He's getting down on the carpet. And Ronnie Lott skids. Look at 5-3.
Tie ball game, 14-all. Handoff to White, diagnosed nicely by Pierce Hope, dropped in the backfield. Team for the Oilers from the 46 of San Francisco. Here comes Holt again, flag on a play, Moon runs it. And Moon nailed to the carpet by Ronnie Lott, who then helps him up. But there is a flag on the play.
It would appear that hold will be against Bruce Matthews working on Pierce Holt.
And on 4th down, the Oilers are going to go for it. They've got 6 yards to go for the first down. Complete for the first down. Curtis Duncan.
Specifically in his receivers. They've had drops in the last few weeks. They've had crucial drops today. What's he do? He calls a nice, quick pass play. Curtis Duncan was a crisp pattern. He's got plenty of room in front of him. First
trips left. White, the ball carrier, trying to get to the outside. An 8-yard run. Call it 9 by Lorenzo White, and Houston on the march.
Block to spring Lorenzo White.
2nd and 1. White for the first down. 2nd and 10. 10th play of this drive. Moon. Complete. Touchdown, Houston. Hayward Jeffries.
Mr. Davis had a little something put on him that in the business is referred to as being toast, because he is going to be burned right here by Jeffries. Trailing him badly. Touchdown, Houston.
And the Oilers move out in front by a touchdown.
Now watch the protection Warren Moon is going to get from his offensive line. Very good protection. They're rushing the ball effectively. That slows down a rush. The 49ers told us we've got to get fire. We've got to get people in Warren's face. You see anybody close to him? You see anybody in here? Nobody. Warren is not even worried about it. Fabulous job of not only run blocking, but pass blocking by the Houston Oilers. Big confidence boost that last drive.
Complete to Jerry Rice to the right sideline. Craig, first down.
Tackle, Steve Wallace and the right guard, Harris Barton, come out leading on this counter sweep. Watch Roger Craig. Look at those knees. Look at him turning. Look at him moving. The hardest working man in football.
First and 10. From the 48. Montana. Nearly intercepted. Knocked down by Richard Johnson. From their own 48. San Francisco, second and 10. Montana complete to Craig. And Craig battling his way up near the first down marker. Rice. Terry Kennard on the tackle, but it looks like he tackled him at the necessary yardage needed. And he's correct.
Rice, who had the ball.
2 minutes remaining in the third. First and 10 from the 42 of Houston. Loose ball. It looks like Houston's recovered. And they did.
Harris, number 77, the left tackle in the back, but Bubba doesn't even know it. You wear so many pads and you're that big, a little thing like a football hit you is not going to bother you. Where it bounces off Childress, then it hits Bubba Paris. Bubba doesn't know where it is. He hears people screaming. Meade jumps on it, he can't get it. Finally, Sean Jones, big number 96, crawls down to the bottom of the pile and comes up with the ball. Now look, the ball just comes loose. I believe that was Johnny Meade, number 91, coming around Bubba Paris and causing that fumble.
Ball in. Moon. Incomplete. Intended receiver was Gerald McNeil. Third and 6 from the 37. Under a minute to play. Flag on a play. Incomplete. Third and 1 from the 32 of San Francisco. 50 seconds remaining in the third. Play action. And Moon was in the grasp. Give the credit to Charles Haley, who diagnosed that play. And that's a sack.
Against Williams here, number 73. Williams goes down. He's expected to take the fake. He doesn't take the fake. He has come.
And 5 from the 36. Incomplete and nearly picked off by Ronnie Lott. Coverage will continue after this message from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS. Haley leaving the field. We think he's suffering with a slight groin pull. We'll get a confirmation of that.
Oh, it has to be serious enough that the 49ers feel they want to go inside and have another look at it.
San Francisco, ball at their own 38. Montana going up top for Brent Jones, complete. Inside the 30 of Houston.
25, and McDowell told us, here's a tight end that can get downfield. I think he's every bit as good as Rodney Holman from the Cincinnati Bengals. And he does a great job of getting behind McDowell and getting open.
On second and 9, Montana to Brent Jones, complete for the first down inside the 10. Bubba McDowell with the hit, but Brent Jones continuing to free himself. That one a 22-yard pass play.
The 49ers tight end position has become one of a threat deep, and that's due to the speed and the ability of Brent Jones. Brent Jones is a tight end that's 6'3", 240.
Questionable. Rathman and Carter, the backs, on third and goal from the 6. Play action. Montana throws it at the last moment to Tom Rathman, incomplete. This will be a 24-yard field goal attempt by Mike Cofer. 7 of 12 this year, and that is good. So Cofer bangs it through. And San Francisco trailing by 4.
Clock and keep it away from Joe Montana.
Alan Pinkett, the lone back on first down. And Moon in the grasp of Pierce Holt. Loss of 3 on the play, and Pierce Holt with the sack. Second down from the 11. Moon to Pinkett, and Pinkett dragged down the 7. Complete to Pinkett. And Pinkett with not nearly enough yardage. Dropped by Darrell Pollard. First and 10 from the 36 for San Francisco. 9:18 remaining in the game. Montana out of the pocket, throws it complete to Rathman. And Rathman run out of bounds at the 40. A 4-yard pickup on the play will bring up a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Complete to Jamie Williams, who's upended after a 5-yard gain. San Francisco territory right now, 45-yard line, 1 yard, and Rathman dives for the first down.
And fine.
From the 47, 1st and 10. Montana steps up, runs, and drops himself to the ground at about the 48. Montana gets rid of it in a hurry, as he had to. William Fuller in there applying the pressure and got a little help.
Back up from was when Jim Byrd hit him at the Meadowlands that one time. But watch at the very end, the shoulder right into the stomach, right into the ribs, and Joe arrests for a play, which brings Steve Young, number 8, in.
Young in to call the plays. Miscommunication on the snap, live ball. And it appears that the 49ers do get it back.
Oh,
That's their first timeout.
critical thing. They called timeout. Steve Young fumbles the snap. He thinks it's a live play, and you see the ball never gets up there. The center, Jesse Sapolo, puts it back there. He either short-armed it, or Steve Young got out of there too fast, and Chodas drops on the ball, but suddenly the officials come in and say timeout's been called. Now watch where the ball comes up.
Well, no one else reacted.
It seemed to be on his fingers. It was on his hands. I think he just dropped it. He might have been stepped on by one of his linemen. Out of the game. He knows Joe won't be in there long.
3rd and 4. Complete for the first down to John Taylor, and more room. Touchdown, San Francisco, a 46-yard play from Montana to John Taylor.
John Taylor impact the NFL. It was as a punt returner. And as a former punt coverer, you learn early you don't hit guys high and try to drag them down on punt returns. John Taylor is a strong runner, and Chris Dishman makes a critical error trying to tackle him high by the jersey. Get the legs, wrap him up, and tackle him.
And he said he and Taylor were looking forward to playing against the talkative one, Dishman.
They say Dishman talks a lot of mess, as they put it, and they were going to make sure they'd had a few good plays against him. It's just a poor play by Dishman. John Taylor did nothing spectacular. It should have just been a first down and a first down reception. Dishman tried to get fancy. He tried to do something different, and he lost. And we'll get a look. Well, we look at the Houston Oilers in the top of this game, and we said, look, they're the number 2 ranked offense, number 3 ranked defense. By numbers like that, they belong to be in the upper echelon of the NFL.
From his own 26, Alan Pinkett, the lone back. To Gibbons, complete. And Gibbons ridden down by Don Griffin. 4-yard pass play. 3rd and 4 from the 30. Moon going up top for Hayward Jeffries, overthrown. 1st and 5. 4:37 remaining. Carter has the first down and spins his way up to about the 37. And
watch the blocking along this side as they seal off the Houston Oilers' left defensive side of their line. Good job by Jamie Williams, the tight end. You'll see Guy McIntyre pulling. Good block on Grimsley, the middle linebacker. It's one of the reasons Guy McIntyre spent a few days last year at the Pro Bowl in Hawaii for the 49ers. But they got to stop San Francisco here if they want to get the ball back.
And 11. They need to get to the 48 for the first down. Carter. And Carter is going to be shy, well shy of the first down. 3rd and 3. Rathman, Sidney, the backs. Montana steps up, complete to Rice for the first down. And Jerry Rice inside the 40 of Houston.
Now watch the way the 49ers just take a nice conservative approach. Joe Montana steps up, flips the ball about 7 yards to Jerry Rice and just lets his receiver work. At this point, the 49ers are 1 first down away from a win right here. Thing away. They're going after nothing but football here.
3rd and 9, Rathman. Maybe about 4. And with 56 seconds remaining, Houston cannot stop the clock. 20 of 28, 318 yards and 3 touchdowns. Barry Helton punts it low and takes a San Francisco bounce as McNeil can't get a handle on the ball. And a touchdown San Francisco. Tom Rathman with 1 second remaining falls on a live ball in the end zone.
When a punt is touched in the field play by the receiving team and the kicker is recovered in the end zone, the kicker gets the ball where the receivers touched it. Therefore, the ball's on the 3-yard line and the game is over.
The bottom line of that is that it was a muff and the game is over. So San Francisco sets a new NFL consecutive road win record at 12 straight. As you take a look at what was defined as a muff.
Hits the ball on a punt. The ball goes to the receiver. He knocks it into the end zone. The kicking team recovers in the end zone. That ball is marked back where the kick returner originally touched the ball.
So a tough loss for the Houston Oilers. And Randy, I tell you, you talked about Warren Moon being a lot like an Archie Manning type. One of the best quarterbacks to play in a losing situation. For Randy Cross, this is James Brown saying so long from the Astrodome, where our final score is San Francisco 24, Houston 21.